Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's your man, Adam Ace Spencer. And today, I know a lot of you guys have been dealing with this slowdown of business here on TaskRabbit. There's a lot of speculation as to what exactly is the reason why things have slowed down so much for so many of us. I have a few different theories. I made a few videos kind of speaking about it. And, I'll kind of share my thoughts in this video as well. But I also want to share with you alternative ideas that you can implement to help you with still making money during these typical, winter slowdown seasons, these dry seasons, because there is absolutely still a need for your services, despite TaskRabbit maybe changing their algorithm or whatever, factors are contributing with that slowdown. There is still a need for your services out there, but you got to let people know about it. They don't know you exist. So why would they book you? They don't know about you, right? So you got to start to do things like branding yourself, right? AdamHelper. My nickname's Ace, of course. So I always say Adam Ace Spencer, but my name is Adam. I'm on a job. People, when they book me on TaskRabbit, it says Adam S. And I get there, they see AdamHelper. I'm branding, I'm marketing myself. Some of my business from my snow removal, for example, customers are literally customers that I've gotten from me doing TaskRabbit jobs for a customer, and then someone seeing me across the street and saying, "Oh, or I had someone I was doing a painting job once, and they saw my shirt and they commented how they liked it, and then they followed up to ask if we can also help with painting their stairs in the Back Bay area of Boston. So the branding is huge. It's very important, and something I don't think enough taskers, enough people in general who are self-employed really think about, because they're like, well, it's just me. I'm just making some extra money. Then that little side hustle becomes kind of your full-time thing, but you're still like, but it's just me. No, just you. You are a business. And the sooner you can start to think this way and act this way, the better off you're going to be when it comes to keeping more of your money or making more money potentially. You guys are looking at right now my Google business profile analytics. When I'm not diving too much, I'm not going to click into the full report, but I just wanted you to see a quick high level overview of my February performance, where you can see I received 11 calls from my Google business listing for AdamHelper, which is my sole proprietorship. It's not even an actual full-on LLC at this time. I'm making that transition this year. I probably should have did it a little sooner, but for whatever reason, I just was reluctant to do so. I formed an LLC with my consulting business, but I'm probably going to make that transition with AdamHelper this year, maybe next year, depending on how things go with my consulting business. But pretty much, as you guys can see, I received 11 calls from my AdamHelper Google business listing. I got 15 website visits from my AdamHelper Google listing, and you can see 298 profile views. So ultimately, my point is, for all you know, and I had, to be transparent with you guys, my business, my metrics for this year, I've made more money from direct business than I have from TaskRabbit. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, yes, TaskRabbit is absolutely a moneymaker. You can kill it on TaskRabbit. But if you're someone who's on, regardless of where your pricing point is, but if you're on the higher end where you're asking for, I don't know. I got to look into the analytics a bit more, or not analytics, but see what other people are pricing where they're starting to struggle. Because there's a lot of people saying they're experiencing this slowdown on TaskRabbit. And I believe it's really once you get to like maybe, well, it depends on the area where you are located. If you're in a heavy, predominant, a busy city, I'm in Boston. Well, I don't know if I'd say, part of me wants to say like about $75, but it might even be a little lower. It might even be like 60-ish, maybe even 50, where they're like, hey, they want to keep you below that range. If you're below that range, I don't think business should really be slowed down that much for you. You probably are seeing consistent business. But if you're higher than that point, well, business is going to slow down on TaskRabbit. They're not going to push you as much. They're not going to promote you as much because they want to push those lower ranger taskers because of, the climate change. There's a number of contributing factors. We don't know for sure what they're thinking, but ultimately, I believe it's because of, the economic conditions of the economy and whatnot, as well as them being shifting, continuing to shift or go towards that kind of, Uberish. Let's kind of get every dollar we can from our taskers, from our employees or contractors, I should say, model. They might be going that approach more and more. I've mentioned it before. The current CEO, who just kind of took over the past 2 years, did come from like Uber, Walmart, places that don't necessarily have the best reputation for how they treat their contractors, their employees. So doesn't make me feel that great about the direction of TaskRabbit. But as a whole, it's still going. I believe the gig economy is still only going to get bigger. And as long as they don't really enforce these algorithmic changes too firmly throughout the full year, I think we'll be fine. But in the meantime, I'm not just relying on TaskRabbit. I continue to make a conscious effort to market and brand myself, my business. I have other taskers that actually work with me on jobs. So, the beauty of this is that I'm not, like I said, putting all my eggs in this TaskRabbit business. So even though they're making these changes, and I did give in a little bit, I lowered my rate a little bit, but business hasn't really changed that much on TaskRabbit. It's still whack, right? And I know it's the slow season. It's that time of the year where business is slow. But that said, I'm still making, again, that effort to get seen elsewhere. So along with being here on Google Business, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, in groups. Those are some of the key areas. Facebook groups, if you can get someone, get one customer who can start to name drop you in some of these groups, it will be huge. I've had a number of business, I'm here in Massachusetts, and part of the Wellesley, there's a Wellesley Facebook group in which someone had mentioned me, and that has led to, at least 2 or 3 jobs and potentially more business with people that have followed up with me, reaching out for, my needs, saying that they found me there in the Facebook group, or someone mentioned me there. So you have to be proactive with putting yourself out there. Some people like a little, shy or intimidated, don't really want to throw it out there much. But for all you have a network of people, friends, family, former colleagues that might need some of the services that you provide. If they don't know you provide those services, why would they ever go to you? They wouldn't. They have no idea you help with any of these things. So it makes no sense for them to say, let me reach out to Tom, Chris, Bob, Emily, whoever it is that is trying to get more business, make more money. So if you are someone in this position where you're on TaskRabbit and you're starting to really feel the heat or lack of heat, because it's winter and things have slowed down so much, try to get proactive with building up a website. You guys can look up my website, AdamHelper.com. I generate direct business or leads and interest as well. So not only do I utilize other channels or avenues of trying to draw in leads and trying to pull in attention to my business, but I also have my generic website up. I create blog posts, things like that help with improving the SEO, which helps you get seen or found when, for example, someone types in moving helper in Google, or assembly help, or delivery, whatever the services you provide. Those are the key words you want to focus on to help your profile, your website, become more prominent and catch more eyes and attention, in which that will hopefully lead to more business. And that's what it's all about. I know we're all grinding right now. Everyone who's on this channel, you're trying to make more money. And like I said, we know TaskRabbit's a little funky right now. It's a little slow. It's that time of the year. Every year in the winter, it gets slow. But they've also made some changes that make it a little more scary this year, a little more iffy and less reliable. So I certainly am not putting all my eggs in this basket, and continue to make an effort to be seen, be heard elsewhere outside of just on TaskRabbit. And, the beauty of TaskRabbit is, hey, if people do book me there, then great. And in the past, in full transparency, that has been my main source of income. I'm hoping this year, with the way things are currently looking, that we continue to get more direct business and less TaskRabbit business, but my overall income continues to go up. That is the ultimate goal. That's where we want to be. And that's what I'm continuing to see with the trends of my my business over the past 3-4 years since I started on TaskRabbit in 2018. So, I have a lot more ammo for you guys, a lot more game I think that I haven't even touched on that will be really valuable for a lot of you out there, especially when it comes to managing and kind of the growth aspect of your business. I definitely got something that I'm working on for you guys, and I'm excited for to share it when it's done, when it's complete. So for the time being, feel free to comment down below if you guys have any thoughts, any questions, any suggestions, any ideas that will help other taskers with making more money during these slow time of the year, the slow season, during these difficult times. Definitely comment down below and share them. There are other gig apps, Dolly, Handy, whatnot. I haven't utilized them, so I don't speak about them. And but I know there are people that do use some of them and have made some money. So if you're one of those people, like I said, comment down below. Help share, your pointers and the advice that you can with others so that people can benefit from it. Since, of course, I don't know it all. I'm certainly still learning and growing, trying to absorb in information and improve my overall life and my financial situation every day. So, just trying to share what I know, and hopefully others can shine in as well and help out as well. So, and lastly, really quickly, while you guys are still here, definitely smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. I got to start to ask at the beginning of the video, or just a little earlier, because I don't know how many people watch my videos all the way through. I do get a like here and there, a few likes here and there, but I need to start being more proactive with that. And you guys got to start showing a little more love if you want more of these videos. If not, that's cool. Let me know and I'll keep it moving, because my attention, obviously, me spending time, investing time and energy into making this content. I mean, it's time and energy I could be spending elsewhere. Instead, I'm here with you guys. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate me and the time and energy I put into these videos, this channel, and continuing to try to help you as you are moving forward in your financial independence journey. But all right, my friends, enough from me. I got to keep it moving. Busy day again. And comment down below with your thoughts, any suggestions, any comments. Like the video, smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my latest and upcoming videos, including more throwback footage from 2018 and 19 when I first started tasking. But all right, my friends, enough from me. You already know what it is. I gotta keep it moving, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.